it's me Felicia again, and today I'm here with the storybook The Giant That Sneezed Part 3. So let's start. And if you want to know what happened in Part 1 and 2, you can check it out. I'll leave the link in the description below. Okay, so let's start. Why don't you put your foot on it? Giggled Jack's mother. Or on him, for that matter. He could do with a lesson. That wasn't a very motherly thing to say, but mothers always know what's the best for their children. The giant put his giant-sized boot on the axe. "Stop giggling, mother," said Jack crossly. "It isn't funny. And you, giant, are standing on my axe." "Oh dear, I am so confused," said the giant, handling back the axe. "Can't we be friends?" "No, we can't. Now take your medicine." Jack raised the axe again. Achoo! This time the giant sneeze blew the roof right off the farmhouse and Jack into the duck pond. The giant was so busy putting the roof back on, he didn't hear Jack's calls for help. "I wonder where Jack is," he wondered. "He's behind you," shouted Jack's mother. "Oh no, he isn't," said the giant, mistaking the slime-covered figure for a large frog. "Oh yes, he is," repeated Jack's mother. "Do look out." "Oh no, he isn't," said the giant, standing back to admire his work and knocking over Jack, who was just about to raise his axe. "Oh yes, I am," moaned Jack. "You clumsy oaf. Why don't you turn your head when you sneeze? Didn't they teach you any manners?" "Oh yes, you are," said the giant, picking Jack, drying him off and handing him back the axe again. "Please, let's be friends." "I've told you already. It's my duty and a matter of family honor," said Jack. The third time Jack lifted the axe, the third time the giant sneezed. He blew the roof off the farm, the hen house, the stables. Jack was nowhere to be seen. "The giant isn't such a bad chap after all," mused Jack, as he trudged home, and Mother seemed to like him. But duty was duty, so he repeated some words his father had taught him over and over again. "Find giants, kill them! Find giants, kill them!" By the time he got back, the giant had repaired all the roofs. "Shouldn't you offer your victim a last request?" said Jack's mother. "I suppose so," said Jack, who wanted to do things right. "What would you like?" "I can't think of anything, thank you," replied the giant. "How about a nice bowl of bean soup?" suggested Jack's mother. "That would be nice." While Jack's mother made some hot bean soup, Jack paced impatiently up and down, repeating to himself over and over, "Find giants, kill them! Find giants, kill them!" "Take your time," said Jack's mother. But the giant picked up the cauldron of hot steaming soup and swallowed it down. As Jack raised his axe for the very last time, the giant squeezed his eyes tight and held his breath. Achoo! There has never been such a sneeze. Jack's mother had laced the soup with pepper. Jack flew through the airs 4 times round the world before landing on the top branches of a huge tree. Whoa, that was actually a very big sneeze. In the tree was a home. In the house was Jack's father. "Little Jack, is it really you? Where did you come from?" "A giant sneezed me here," Jack replied. "How about you?" "Same thing. Did your mother give him some soup?" "Yes," said Jack. "How did you know?" "Just a wild guess. But tell me, why were you standing so close to the giant?" "I was trying to kill him, father, like you taught me. Find giants, kill them. Remember?" Stupid boy, I said kind giants fill them. But what about Grandpa Jack's stories? Maybe in those days some giants were bad, but if you ask me, they got a bad name because they were different and we were afraid of them. Ever since the giant blew me here, I've been looked after by a giantess. You learn a lot living in a tree. Giants are very kind. Being so big makes them gentle. Meanwhile, the giant and Jack's mother had climbed up the beanstalk and peered through every gap of the cloud until they found the tree with Jack and his father and the giantess. And they all became friends and lived happily ever after. The end. So that was the last part of the story, The Giant That Sneezed. If you want more stories, please like, share and subscribe my channel for more stories, and I'll see you in my next video with a new story. Goodbye!